Right on. That was the newest one by the Everglows, and this is they haven't sent one over in almost about a year now. But what I've always liked about them is they've had the 60s, 70s feel to it, and kind of gives you kind of that vibe and style from that era of music, but always made it sound really cool. Pretty much like a new wave 60s, 70s, but still with that old kind of school recording to it. Nate?
Oh yeah, sorry. Yeah, I was just thinking about the song. Actually, yeah, I was gonna say that's funny that you said like the first thing you said was '60s because it definitely had a '60s feel to it. Which I mean, I like that song a lot. It was really good. It was like, I mean, I don't want to say Beatles, but it had a Beatles feel to it.
Fair enough. Yeah.
And even like when we were talking about Green Day, like his voice a little bit reminded me of Green Day, but in a good way because I like Green Day. So, but yeah, it was a good tune.
Right on. Well, I can't put you in the spot there. I should have told you.
That's all right.
Should have told you ahead of time that after I'm done talking, then you'll be making a comment next.
Oh yeah, no problem. Yeah.
So we have one more song, Nate, before you finish the show with a few more questions here. And the last song of the night is by a band called Houdini's Ghost, and Houdini's Ghost is a branch off of Lord Numb, and Lord Numb is out of the UK, and he's got a couple side projects. He also has a band called The Lost Weekend as well, and they never cease to amaze because he's got a different style for each different band, and the songs are very very cool and different. So check this out. This is the newest one by Houdini's Ghost called Military Man. Dig this. Houdini's Ghost, who's basically a spawn-off of Lord Numb, and that was called Military Man. Now, I really like this song, not just lyrically, but instrumentally as well. And it actually did remind me a little bit of a band called Oysterhead, who was, and they only did one album, and it was Les Claypool, Stuart Copeland from The Police, and Trey Anastasio from Fish. And they actually had a song on that album called, I believe it was called Back in Vietnam, and talking about a soldier who had come back from Vietnam and everything had changed. And it reminded me of that song just because it had some sort of the same tune to it, but at the same time too was really kind of drove home some really good points, and like really kind of stuck out just because it was kind of creepy but cool at the same time. It just had that kind of like 80s/90s feel to it, and like it's really of a like industrial pop electronic sound to it.
Yeah. I was getting a little 80s feel from that song. It was good. I like the vocals. The melody were really good. The background vocals were really good, like the ahs, and those were really sweet. That was good.
Right on. So, Nate, what do you have in store next for Shape of the Sun?
Well, I am going to be releasing the second EP from the 3 EP series. That should be, hopefully I'll be done the end of January with that.
Mm-hmm.
So 3 new songs for that. And then I'm also going to be, I've been doing a little bit more stuff on YouTube, like releasing like lyric videos that I've been making.
Right.
From old movies and stuff like that. And then, so I just did a couple of those. I've been doing a couple of covers on YouTube. And just songs that I really like by bands that I really like the Shins and Band of Skulls. I did a couple of their songs.
Nice.
And then, after that, I'm going to do like the 3rd EP probably in the spring. So then like the 3 EP series will be done, and then from there I'm just trying to build, like just trying to get my music out there for everybody, as many people as possible to hear. So. Well,
I'll tell you, we'll definitely keep on plugging on this show, and that's for sure. And
thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Why don't we do it this way too? Let's tentatively set things up. We'll keep in touch, but why don't we do an interview after each EP and just follow the progressions to keep people updated and find out what's going on with you?
That'd be awesome, man. I would appreciate that very much. That's nice of you to offer.
Right on. So we'll do that, Nate. So so after each EP, we'll catch up and get everybody caught up to what you're doing. So that's going to do it. So Nate, thank you so much for joining me tonight, and I do appreciate it. And I'm very sorry for the first couple of complications we had, but we got settled out and sorted out. So,
well, hey, and can I say too? I just want to thank you, man, because you give me a lot of support, and I appreciate it more than I can express. So you gave me my first radio play, and you've just been a great supporter ever since, pretty much since the beginning when I started this project. So. So I just wanted to thank you so much for doing your awesome show and having me on and everything, man.
Oh, very happy to do it. So Nate, I'm going to get you to hold the line just for one moment, okay?
Sure.
All right, so this has been Dr. Bones with Nate, who has Shaped the Sun. We had a great interview and hosting some great songs from his new EP, which you can get right now as Bandcamp, called Artificial Hearts. And there's a second one to come in January at some point. So we'll be back in about 15 minutes with One Man Stunning. Until then, we'll talk to you soon. Bones out.